Mrs. Lydia Ando, who is a survivor of gender-based violence. And we met her in July of 2021 when she discussed the issues openly in the salon when I was here. So I invited her to the Inarela office where she met the counselors on the Tuesday morning. And then going through the counseling, we realized that we need to bring the couple together for counseling. So we brought them together and there was a whole lot of issues. She was a Muslim initially, so the husband, being a Christian, wedded her in a Christian way. So the family neglected her because she has left the Muslim faith into the Christian faith. And when she has 4 children now, a set of twins, and then the firstborn who was single, and then this one at the back. And this being the only daughter, she should have enjoyed life. But because the family, the Muslim family rejected him, the man saw the need to molest her. Then when they went through counseling, and the man understood that whether Christian or Muslim, she's a wife, and that must be treated well, things changed. The man could go and come home at 1 a.m. Sometimes they don't even see him. But through counseling, things are better up. So we supported her with some money to expand this project. And this has been expanded. She's now gotten 2 new hair dryers. She's bought a new washing basin for the washing of the hair. And she's doing other businesses too. Selling foodstuffs, fruits, drinks. She has a freezer. She's also selling water. So now her business is booming. And right now she's telling me she's gotten 2 new apprentices. She's so happy Inarela came to support her. Had it not been Inarela, she would have lost this baby at her back. Because the baby was failing to thrive. But thank God, now the baby is doing well. So she's so grateful to Inarela, Ghana.
My name is Miss Green Apple, married to a pastor. And in fact, they got married when she was at the age of 17. So when the man went in for another wife or a second woman, she was thrown out of the house and she was subjected to severe beatings. And as you can see, the scars are right there for you to see. The thumb somewhere along the line was broken. Now you can see that she can't even straighten it. And then the left arm, you can see the scars there. So this is the outcome of some of the beatings. She was subjected to severe beatings to the extent that she had an injury in the head, the eyes, that she had to go for a CT scan. In fact, when she was thrown out of the house, somebody offered a helping hand and gave her a kiosk, a wooden structure to live in. So that was where she was sleeping. So the woman who offered her that structure, she had to live in for 4 solid years. So the woman was helping. But then the severity of the injury of the head and that of the eye, she just couldn't bear it. And she didn't have any money to go for medical checkup. So she had to be telling people her story, and that ended her up with DOPSU, that is the Domestic and Victim Support Unit of the NEMA, of the Ghana Police Service, and that is the NEMA branch. So when she went there to see the officer in charge, what is DSP Mavis Ejay, she also referred the case to Inarela Plus Ghana. And that was when Inarela Plus Ghana came into the scene. So when the coordinator also saw her, she offered to give a helping hand. So they arranged for her to go to the hospital, which she paid for, and then also offered her a counselor to counsel her because she needed it for her to be stable in terms of mental whatever. So she went through the counseling, and that progressed, her stability. So after that, Inarela Plus Ghana offered, some monthly food items just for her to survive, aside the hospital bills that she took care of. So whenever the food items are ready, she will call her to come for it. But it was just last year December, so barely a year, it's not even a year, last year December, that she was called to come for her items for Christmas. So she went for her food items and she thought that was it. She was just going for the food items. Just when she was about to leave her house, she gave her an envelope, and that envelope contained 200 Ghana cedis. And 200 Ghana cedis, when you are converting into dollars, it's less than $40. So out of that, in fact, she says that she is not a lazy person, very hardworking, and she's a baker. But then because she didn't have the money, she just couldn't do anything. But she has some of the items that she can bake with already there. All she needed was the items to do the baking. So she needed flour, she needed margarine, at least to start with. So after getting the 200, she came back, sat down, thought through and said, no, I could do something with this 200. And that was when she went to the market to buy a 5 kilo flour and then a bucket of margarine. That was all that she needed at that time. And that was what the money could also buy. So with that, she started, baking the chips and then the buffaloes. And then the profit that came out of it, she expanded it. And from what we are seeing now, it is just out of less than $40, 37 point something dollars. Out of that, she has expanded the business, and now she can even buy the whole bag of flour. And she has clients who come for it to also go and sell. Meaning that from that little amount, she has also offered jobs to other people, because they will come for it, sell, and also make money out of it based on the commission basis. So this is her story, very pathetic. Now, Arena Plus Ghana also offered her a legal service. So they gave her a lawyer to see to her case. So now it's still in process, hoping that before the end of the year, court would have sat on her case and judgment would have been given. Currently, what the court did was to eject the wife or the woman that the husband went in for, because it is not a legal marriage. And she being a married woman, legally married, she was entitled to the property. So having two different properties at different places, she was given one of the property, and that is where she's occupying now. But then the second one has been ejected from that facility or that residence. With the legal services the Inarela Plus Ghana provided for her, that is what currently is being processed, and hopefully by the end of the year, judgment would have been served and she would have paid whatever is due her as the original or the legal wife. So she's a survivor, and she is so grateful to Inarela Plus Ghana for the intervention. Without the intervention, well, she would have been a dead person by now. We would have been mourning her by now. And she always remembers Inarela Plus Ghana in her prayers.